afternoon and welcome back to Health Hub Live. I hope you're well. My name is Pauline and I'm one of the occupational therapists at St Vincent's Private Hospital. Today we're going to be talking about mindfulness, what it is, some exercises you can do, and then we'll do a body scan together. Just before we get started, I want to make it clear that this video is, the advice in the video is general in nature, and if you have any concerns or questions, it would be best to follow up with a relevant health or GP professional. If you are in a current crisis and you need to speak to someone, we recommend that you connect with services such as Beyond Blue on 1300 224636 or Lifeline on 131114. It goes without saying that at the moment we are living in challenging times. In our own lives and in the lives of our loved ones, our friends and colleagues, we're all facing uncertainty and change. So I think it's important now, perhaps more than ever, that we take really good care of our well-being while we're at home. One way we can do this is by using mindfulness. Now, some of you may have practiced mindfulness before or you've heard of it. For those who are uninitiated, mindfulness is a non-judgmental awareness of what you're paying attention to at any point in time. So that might be a sensation, a thought, or emotion. Another way of looking at it is that it's an objective concentration, which I think is useful in all aspects of your life. In a general way, it's quite good for controlling your emotions and your behaviours, which is important for all of us if we're spending time with people in isolation. In occupational therapy, we call this emotional regulation. But mindfulness has also been shown in the literature to be helpful for sleep, for pain management, anxiety, and self-perceived quality of life as well. Now, like starting a new sport or picking up an instrument, mindfulness requires practice. And there are lots of tools and resources out there to help you with this. And we can have a chat about those at the end. But for now, let's get started with a simple activity, a visual exercise. So I'd like you to take a look around the room and pick an object, any object that you like, and we're going to focus our attention just on that object. So really looking at it as though you've never seen it before in your life. You may find that it's difficult to exclude everything else in your visual field. Be aware of that thought, let it pass, and then bring your attention just to that object. What colour is it? How would you describe its shape? Does it have a function? Are there any details in it that you've never noticed before? And now I'd like you to bring your attention outward and have a look at that object in the context of everything it's surrounded by. Do you now look at that object or that section of the room any differently to how you did 5 minutes ago? So that was just a quick visual exercise, and that's something you can do daily to help you bring your attention back to the present. A fun way that my colleague used to introduce her patients to mindfulness was by using jelly beans. That would always pique their interest. But you can use a piece of fruit or some Easter eggs from the weekend, doesn't matter either way. So she would give them a jelly bean and ask them to eat it. It would go down the hatch pretty quickly, a bit like the marshmallow test. And then she would ask them to take a second jelly bean and really look at it, similar to what we just did. Feel it in their fingers, smell it, and then place it in their mouth, thinking about the sensations of chewing it, the texture of it in their mouth, the taste over time, and how it felt swallowing it. And as I'm sure you can imagine, the second experience was very different to the first. So perhaps that's something that you can try at home. While we do meditations, there are different things that can distract us. So say when you were looking at your object, you may have thought, Pauline, stop talking, I'm focused, I'm in the zone. That's quite normal. I feel like that in meditations too. But in what we are taught in mindfulness, it's that we're aware of such thoughts or distractions. We observe it without judgment and then let it pass and return our attention back to the practice that we're doing. So the second exercise we're going to do together is some mindful breathing. So if you're in a chair like me, make sure your feet are flat on the floor. You might put your hands in your lap or by your sides. If you choose to close your eyes, you can do that now. Or if you're more comfortable, you can pick a spot on the floor, on a table or on a wall to focus on while we do the task. So I'd like you to become aware of your breaths, the inhale and the exhale. We'll take some deep breaths together, breathing in and out, breathing in and out, in and out. Now let your breathing return to its regular pattern that's comfortable for you. As you breathe in, think about your ribs expanding, the rush of air through your nose or mouth. When you exhale, your ribs contracting, the rush of air leaving your body. What other aspects of breathing can you feel? Is your body making many noises? We'll take a few more deep breaths together. Breathing in and out, in and out. And when you're ready, opening up your eyes and bringing your awareness back to the room. How did that make you feel? I hope you're starting to feel a bit more relaxed and a bit more focused. Light breathing, luckily for us, is an automatic thing that we don't really think about. I think a lot of activities that we do routinely around the home, whether that's brushing our teeth or doing the dishes, we tend to zone out and think about other things instead of what we're physically doing. So a challenge I have for you this week is to pick an activity, any that you like, and pretend that you're doing it for the first time. Think about the movements that you do, the sensations that you feel, any thoughts or calculations involved in doing the task. You never know, you might find something new that you haven't picked up on before. And in any case, it's another mindfulness activity that you can do to work on that non-judgmental concentration. To finish off, we're going to do a body scan now. These are my favourite. What that involves is a kind of meditation where we focus on different parts of the body. When I was first introduced to this, my teacher suggested that we imagined a warm ball of light that enters our body and travels through each section as she talked us through it. I find that visualization really helpful, but you can use whatever works well for you. So if you like, you might choose to lie on the floor, lie on your back with your palms up facing the ceiling, or if you're in a chair like me, keeping our feet flat on the floor, hands in our lap or by our sides. And when you're ready, closing your eyes and letting your body sink against the floor, feeling heavy and relaxed, releasing all the tension as you breathe out. Have a listen to all the sounds around you. Register them, and then clear them from your thoughts and take your focus to your breathing. Again, we'll take some deep breaths together. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Letting your body relax. We'll start with our right foot, feeling its pressure against the floor. Bring your awareness to your toes and travelling up to the ball of your foot, your ankle, calf, knee, thigh, and hip. And the same with our left side, going to our left toes, the arch of your foot, ankle, calf, knee, thigh, and hip. Coming now to our stomach, feeling its movements, hearing any noises, and then travelling up to our ribs as they expand and contract with each breath. Breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Then up to our chest, relaxing our shoulders, and bringing your awareness to your right shoulder, travelling down your arm, past the elbow, your forearm, wrist, palm, and fingers. And then coming across to your left shoulder, down the arm, your elbow, forearm, wrist, palm, and fingers. Coming back to our chest now, we're going to travel up our neck, focusing on our throat, and then our chin, relaxing your lips, your cheeks, nose, eyes, and forehead. Letting your body completely relax. We'll take some more deep breaths together. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. When you're ready, begin to open up your eyes and bring your awareness back to the room around you. And that's the end of our body scan. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the different exercises that we've done together. If you have any questions, be sure to put them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And if you'd like some recommendations on some mindfulness resources out there, the team and I would recommend Headspace, Calm, Waking Up with Sam Harris and the Mindful Movement. Thanks again for joining us and have a lovely day.